Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the August favorites video. I've been so excited to do this because I've been liking not too many things, but the stuff that I have been liking, I've been like loving, and I really wanted to give you guys some insight on these products because they're kind of like hidden gems. These are all things that I've already had in my collection for the most part, and some things that I've just been using, you know, kind of trying to get use out of my makeup, and I found a bunch of things that I'm like, God, I can't believe I haven't used you in this long, or I can't believe I never used you like this, because sometimes I feel like you buy makeup and you don't really know how to use it. You've had it for so long, and then by the time like you go back to check it out, like you're like, wow, like I know how to use this, and like now I know how to utilize it and how to make it work best for me. So anyway, we're just gonna get right into it. So the first thing that I wanted to mention is this butter bronzer by Physicians Formula, and I talked about this in my haul video, and I remember mentioning that it looked like it was gonna be a little too light for me, and it's not, you guys. It is a lighter bronzer. I will have to say that it's a lighter bronzer, but it gives me the perfect amount of coverage, and like it almost shadows in my face, like bronzes my skin really nicely as opposed to contouring. And you guys know that I've really been into that. My last tutorial was pretty much featured off of that. It was one of my new techniques that I've been trying. So I just like to bronze my skin lightly with some bronzer and then just go in with blush. I don't really like to do contour and stuff like that. Like I love to contour, but I'll only do that like whenever I really want like nice cheekbones. But like today I didn't contour, I kind of just bronzed. And it smells so good, you guys. It smells almost like tanning oil, like coconut, you know, sort of, yeah, definitely like coconutty. So playing in with that same exact sort of technique, this is a powder that I have, like this one I have been just obsessed with. I have it on today. I used it in my video. I've been using it literally for the past month just because I was really tan, so I was using it to set my face because it's a lot darker, and then I kind of got pale again, you know, like I told you guys, I get really pale really fast. So now I'm using it to bronze very lightly, nothing too structured and nothing too dark. This is the Milani face powder. It's the multitasker face powder in the color Tan 05, and I actually got it 75% off like when they had that CVS sale. So I got this for like $3, which was awesome, and I just picked it up just to be like, okay, like it's $3, why not? And I actually really like it. So this is what it looks like, and it's basically just a pressed powder, but I really like this, and I know it looks very light in the pan, but this is what I used to give my face those shadows and those contours. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is a moisturizer. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge Gel Cream, and this is actually a sample size, like a deluxe sample size that I got from Sephora, and I love this stuff. To be honest, I haven't even went online to see how much this costs because I bet you it costs a lot of money, and it's just a moisturizer, and I'm like, I really like my Pond's moisturizer, but I actually ran out of my Pond's moisturizer, and every single time I go to Target, I literally forget to buy it. I do have to get a backup, but I found this in like my sample bucket, and I was just like, you know what, let me try this out, and I really like it. It's a jelly, kind of, like it's not like a lotion or anything like that. It's definitely more of a gel cream, but it just soaks into the skin. This does not sit on your skin as a gel. The makeup goes on beautifully. I do have it on today, and I've had this deluxe sample now, using it for about 2 weeks, and I'm only halfway gone, so I'm really excited about that. I hope that I get a lot more uses out of this because I definitely want to check the price out and buy a full size, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. I love this. So as far as moisturizing and priming goes, I've actually been loving my MAC strobe cream. I've really been digging into my makeup, you guys, and trying to find products that I haven't used in like a really long time, and I still talk about this all the time. Like I always go through my makeup and try to pull out products that I know that I love or that I loved and pull them out and use them again because makeup expires, and I have so much, and I always want new makeup, but I really need to get use out of the makeup that I already have. I recently sent some makeup to Glambot. It's a website where you can sell your used makeup. They only accept certain brands. I didn't get much, but what else was I gonna do with it? You know what I mean? Like my sisters didn't want it. It was just really like old crappy makeup, and they really bought it from me, and they gave me a decent price. You're never gonna get full price or even probably half of what you're sending them, but if it's makeup that you genuinely don't want to give away because you know it's a little old, you know it's been used, stuff like that, they can take care of it. They'll take in whatever they can sell, they'll disinfect it, It's a pretty cool website, so I still have some more decluttering to do. I just wanted to test the waters, but that's a really great way to sell some of your makeup if you don't have receipts to return, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so this is the MAC Strobe Cream. I adore this product. Like, I forgot how much I liked it because I've really been into my Becca Backlight Priming Filter, my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, the liquid formula. But this is amazing. I bought this a really long time ago. It's almost just like the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, but it has less glow, which I think is really good for people who have oily skin or somebody who doesn't want to look that dewy, because the Backlight Priming Filter has a very, like, you know, intense sheen. I love it, but some people might not like that. Next is foundation, and I've been loving this foundation. Of course, I don't have it on today because I wanted to look a little more tan, so I went with my Cogendo that's a little bit darker than me. Blended it down, you guys know the deal. But this is the Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and if you guys are interested in watching a full review and a application demo, click the link up here. I have a full video on that when I first bought it, but just to keep you guys updated, I love this foundation. I am a dry skin person. For reference, I've seen a lot of reviews with people who have oily skin and they don't like it as much. I definitely think this is more for combo to dry skin. But if you have dry skin, oh my god, this foundation is so luminous. It gives you really, really nice coverage. It's definitely a medium coverage foundation, but it just evens out my skin tone and it doesn't settle into my fine lines. Literally every time I put this foundation on, I'm like, oh my god, my skin looks so good. Like, you know when you have a really good skin day? That's every day with this foundation. I am not even kidding. Like, it just looks beautiful on the skin, especially my skin. It just looks so nice, smooths everything out, gives you nice even coverage, doesn't look too heavy, doesn't settle into fine lines. It literally looks like skin. This foundation is amazing. L'Oreal literally could not have done a better job. Now for some setting powder. I really wanted to talk about this powder because I feel like I haven't talked about it much on my channel. This is the original RCMA No Color powder, and I think a lot of people have talked about this pretty much on YouTube. That's where I found it. Like, oh, it's you know, it's trending, I have to buy it. This powder is amazing, you guys. Like, it truly is amazing. Let's just start off with some details. I have very dry under eyes. I have really bad under eye circles. They're kind of purpley. They're kind of difficult to cover up. Even sometimes with concealer, I'll still have a cast. This powder is amazing. It says it's no color powder, but I personally think that this leaves sort of like a very light cast, which I personally don't mind. I haven't tried this out with flash photography. To be honest, I probably would not even attempt to do that. Light-handed, heavy-handed, doesn't matter because it is a white powder, so it's obviously going to have some sort of cast. But for everyday use, I love this powder, and it's very inexpensive. You get a ton of product, literally. And the way that I use this, because this is kind of inconvenient, this packaging, is I'll just sprinkle some onto a mixing pad, and then I'll just dab it from there and use it on my eyes. And I literally just leave it on my vanity for 2 or 3 days until all the powder is gone, and then just re-pour some more the next time I need some. But this is awesome. It doesn't crease. It doesn't, like, let me see if I can zoom you guys in. You can't even see it. That's how good this powder is. Okay, right here you can see that I have this like line here. Normally if I use a powder that is, you know, crappy, this will instantly crease. You guys can see, like, that's like no creasing. You know what I mean? Like, you can see a little bit of product buildup, but normally you can see the actual crease. You can see the skin. This you can't even see. On this eye you could see like nothing at all, just a teeny bit, but literally like this is gonna last me all day. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's not noticeable. This powder is so finely milled that it literally just soaks up your concealer and just sets it, and it's not gonna go anywhere. I love this. I highly recommend it. It's amazing, and it doesn't give me like really bad crepey eyes. Like, some powders can really crepe up my eyes like this. It's horrible. I hate it. But this one doesn't do that. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is a highlighter. It's more of a sparkling body dust for the eyes, face, and the body. This one is in the color 02. It's from Ingot. A lot of people don't talk about Ingot. It's an awesome brand. I freaking love their stuff. I haven't been to the Ingot store in a really long time because I think the Ingot store that I went to was in like New York. I live in Connecticut, so that was like for my birthday, and I bought a bunch of stuff, and I also bought stuff online. But if you guys can look at this product, it is very chunky and very glittery. This would not be everyone's cup of tea, but I use the Bdellium Tools 944 brush. This is the pointed contour brush. And I've talked about this brush a bajillion times. This is literally my absolute favorite highlighting brush. I use it literally in almost every single video. This is my #1 go-to highlighting brush, and it's a pointed contour brush by Bdellium Tools. Something about these bristles, this particular brush literally picks up only the sheen in a product. So if you have something like, I know that some people say that Soft and Gentle is a little bit glittery. This product is straight up glitter here. This will only pick up the sheen. It will pick up the this is hard to explain. It'll pick up the glitter, the product, but I feel like it only distributes and transfers over the sheen. It's almost as if the glitter gets caught in these bristles and they don't come out of there, which is a really, really good thing for when you're doing highlighter, because you don't want chunky glitter over your highlighter, you want the sheen. So the other day I decided to try this out because I hadn't tried it out in a hot minute. And I was like, oh my god, I'm kind of scared to go in with this because this literally looks like a pigment. And I went in and it left the most beautiful sheen. I love this. And the reason why I bought this in the first place was because of the color. The color is absolutely stunning. It is a beautiful pale true gold, but it has almost like a champagne-y finish. It is so beautiful. And now that I've discovered it with this brush, like literally this is just like my go-to. So those were all my favorites for the month of August. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up per usual. If you didn't, don't do anything. But I love you guys so much. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, on Snapchat, and on Twitter. All the information will be linked here. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!